Game delays are more prevalent in the games industry now than they've ever been before. With media shining a bright light on the future of this generation of games, hype has hurt more than helped the final product of many big releases as people look for the next big thing. This week we've seen the official delay of Uncharted 4 to spring 2016, and speculation of Quantum Break following suit. An overall sense of optimism I really had at the beginning of this year is now swiftly being replaced by a pessimistic attitude, as games like the new Zelda, Persona 5, No Man's Sky, The Division, and Rainbow Six Siege all are tentatively releasing this fall but could skip to next year. With the information we already know from the last few years and speculation of what could come in 2015, now felt like a good time to highlight reasons why we've seen so many games delay in the last few years. Scope and polish is one of the biggest obstacles facing modern AAA releases looking to go gold. Naturally, as games grow in size, so does the work put in to finish these titles, with most AAA games pushing the boundaries of size and systems. We found ourselves in a position where games aren't as simple as they once were. This lack of simplicity ties into online connectivity, as most modern games push some sort of connected aspect for their products. Games such as Drive Club, Halo Master Chief Collection, and Battlefield 4 have been disastrous examples of interconnected gaming experiences not working. The emphasis is now on developers to not make these mistakes and in turn make sure if their online-centric games work at launch. Over time, developers will become more accustomed with the current toolset of this generation and the possibilities of online experiences. Until then though, expect companies such as Ubisoft to play it safe going forward in hopes of building up a goodwill once more. Specifically, expect The Division to not release until they are near certain the game will stand up upon release, even if that means another delay going into 2016. The other side of this coin is marketing. Generating pre-orders through hype and anticipation has become a deadly balancing act that has proven successful for titles such as Watch Dogs and Destiny in 2014. Watch Dogs in May 2014 broke all-time pre-order records for new IP only to be broken once again by Destiny a wee 4 months later. Both games subsequently saw a large lead-up of promotion and years of anticipation dulled upon release. The next big thing, seemingly around the corner, publishers are marketing games to entice video game players way earlier and more aggressively than ever before. Public lead-ups to major AAA games now span years instead of months in hopes of building continued interest. Batman Arkham Knight being announced in May 2014 as a fall release seemed absurd at the time, but pre-orders for the game were available from the get-go for that game. 4 months later, WB confirmed speculation that Batman Arkham Knight was being delayed from October 2014 to June 2015, a full 9 months later. In a case like this, pre-orders were taken, interest was spiked, and then with the delay, the wait was prolonged, leading to a secondary build yet to come. From a marketing standpoint, this does make sense, but from the consumer's side, there was no reason for the release date to be released that early and then be delayed almost a full year later. This isn't to say that all game releases are delayed though, nor the fact that we still see some AAA games released within a 6-month window of announcement. Games like Little Big Planet 3 and Far Cry 4 last year prove that this still exists in the AAA market. The problem though is the worrisome trend that game delays are actually expected now rather than them being out of the blue. Game delays have always happened, yet we're in a place now where games get release windows or release dates even years in advance. We're at a point now where only really the smaller developers hold these cards close to their chests, as most non-AAA developers hold release dates till about a few months before release. In truth, delays are disappointing, but not a bad thing to see. It's the realization that a game needs more time. Even though he's been quoted over 1,000,000 times, Shigeru Miyamoto said it best in that a delayed game is eventually good, but a rushed game is forever bad. Sometimes this isn't the case. You can look at a game like Duke Nukem Forever, but in scenarios like The Last of Us, which was delayed from May 7th to June 14th in 2013, or 2015 releases such as Bloodborne and The Witcher 3. The extra time may be the difference between a buggy game at launch and a fantastic experience we'll remember. I'm content to wait, but maybe if we stop jumping the gun, we could avoid this whole situation altogether.